Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be telling you guys about my top 10 most favorite products from the month of July. I feel like the month of July didn't have like a huge amount of new releases. However, there were some pieces that did release during the month that I haven't been able to get away from. I have been really enjoying them. And then besides the new stuff in this video, I have a couple of other things that just have been really present in my daily routine that I definitely wanted to share with you. So if you are excited for the video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Patty. I love reviewing makeup and doing eyeshadow tutorials. So please don't leave without subscribing. And with that said, let's get started. To begin with, let me show you guys something that kind of surprised me because I'm not using it in the way that I thought I would use it when I first got it, but I am using it regardless and I really like it. And that is this right over here. This is the new Maybelline Protector 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. As you can see, it's like been a couple of weeks and mine already has quite a bit of space in it. Basically, I've really enjoyed using this all over my face, sort of as like a BB cream type of a product. It is what I'm wearing today, and then because this is more of a sheer coverage right here on the apples of my cheeks, I do add a little bit more foundation on top. But everywhere else on my face, the places that don't have a lot of redness, I just use this on its own. And because it wasn't as glowy as I was expecting it to be when I first reviewed it, it's not as glowy as the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. It works really nicely for me as an all over glowy sheer type of everyday coverage. And so for that reason, I haven't been able to stay away from this one. I really like to have it all over my face for like a very nice and natural glow. I add a little bit of coverage where I need a little bit more coverage, and overall I just like the finish that it gives my face. I have mine in the color 01 Light. It's not a great illuminator, but it is a really nice glowy base in my opinion. Something that is not new, but I don't remember having put in a favorites video, and I've had it for a few months now and I keep using it over and over and over again, is the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. I have been using this eyeshadow primer since it came out, and it's basically replaced every other eyeshadow primer I have in my collection because of its ease of use. I really love that it has a doe foot applicator. I don't have to control how much it comes out of the tube. I don't have to squeeze it out. I just dot it on my eyelids, blend it out with a sponge, and my eyelids are good to go. Besides its ease of use, of course, it makes my eyeshadows stay for a very long time. It helps them to not crease. And also I feel like eyeshadows blend really easily on top of this one because it's not too sticky. So this eyeshadow primer is definitely a must-have. If you haven't tried it yet and you're in the market for a new eyeshadow primer, definitely get the Rare Beauty one because you will love it. Back to something new, I have to mention this Juvia's Place The Rebel Mints palette in this video. This one came out this month. I tried it towards the beginning of the month, and even though this is not a color story that I'm going to get a ton of use out of, it was really surprising to me that I was able to get such a nice pigmented pastel mint look with the Juvia's Place eyeshadows. These are incredible quality, and looking back at, you know, the Mint Obsessions by Huda Beauty and how much I hated that, and seeing that those are a lot more expensive, I cannot believe how good of a quality these Juvia's Place eyeshadows have. I've only used it a couple of times. One of them was when I first tried it and filmed it, but I've really loved the looks that I've been able to get with this one. If any of you guys are on the market for mint eyeshadows, look no further. You don't have to spend a lot of money. These are super affordable and definitely worth every penny. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite products I tried last month. Let's go back to something not so new, and it is this right over here. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I got this eyebrow pen quite a few months ago, and I felt like at first I just kind of like brushed it aside. Like I thought it was good, but I was like, ugh, I like the Anastasia eyebrow pen so much more. And as time has gone by, I've actually gotten a lot of use out of this one as well. Now I feel like high-end brow pens, the Anastasia one is definitely the way to go. But if you're looking for an alternative that is not as expensive at the drugstore, I haven't tried a brow pen that is better than this NYX one. Even like compared to like the Glossier brow pen or the Milk, was it? Milk had an eyebrow pen. I've tried a bunch of different eyebrow pens, and honestly, including all of the high-end ones, the only one that I like better than this one is the Anastasia one. This one is better than a lot of the high-end ones that I've tried, and it is from NYX and it is at the drugstore, so worth every penny. Definitely get your hands on this one if you're looking for a more affordable brow pen, because trust me, I have very high expectations when it comes to eyebrow pens, and this one is worth every penny. I'm extremely picky when it comes to eyebrow products in general because my eyebrows are so stubborn and only very specific things make them look nice, because my eyebrow hairs are super coarse, super stubborn, they point the wrong way, and they are super black too. So an eyebrow pen has to be extremely pigmented in order for me to like it, and an eyebrow gel has to be very strong in order for me to like it as well. With that said, I think I'll have an honorable mention towards the end of the video, but let's move on to the next product. And the next product is something else that is new, just came out this month, and that is the new Natasha Denona Macro Blade Liquid Liner. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm not a huge eyeliner person, but having this one has made me kind of be more experimental with my eyeliner. As you can see, I'm wearing eyeliner right now. I've definitely decided that I don't love to do full liner because it takes away from my eyelid space a lot. So this is a half wing right here, and I like this look a lot better. But back to the eyeliner, this is super pigmented. It looks like vinyl because when the light hits it, it's like a black that kind of shines, but it's not shimmery or anything crazy like that. It just has that very beautiful kind of luminous finish to it. It's also an extremely intense black eyeliner, very easy to control. The pen works wonders. I really love how intensely richly pigmented this one is and how easy it is to control the flow of the ink. Definitely worth it. I wouldn't expect less from a Natasha Denona eyeliner, and let me tell you, this is also extremely long lasting and durable on the eyes. Now let's talk about Anastasia and her summer launch, and out of the products that she launched, I really liked both of these. So first we have the blush stick. I broke mine already. I'm very upset about it. Make sure yours is all the way down when you put the cap on it, because that's what happened to mine. Anyways, I got mine in the color Peachy Keen, and it is an absolutely beautiful peachy shade. This is so pigmented, so blendable, so easy to use. It has like a natural finish to it. It is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and I absolutely love it. I think the color Peachy Keen was perfect for me. I definitely love the way that it looks, and it just makes me look flushed, but it's not like too in your face. I don't know, it's just a really beautiful blush formula. I totally recommend it. If you've been wondering about it, do it. And then something that I might like even more than the blush is the highlighter, and the reason is that it is so intense without giving you textured skin. So I'm wearing it right now. You guys can see it right there. It shines like crazy when the light hits it. You can see it right here. I have mine in the color Pink Diamond. I have managed not to screw this one up, but I absolutely love how it shines, and it has this beautiful texture that even though you see the shine and you see little flecks of like shimmer on top, it doesn't make my pores look larger, it doesn't make my face look dry, it doesn't enhance any texture I have on my cheeks. And honestly, that is very important for me when it comes to a highlighter, because I love the glow, but I don't want my face to look textured, and a lot of highlighters do that, unfortunately. So this cream one from Anastasia, definitely worth it if you're looking for a highlighter that has a very high shine, that is very intense, but that it's not going to enhance the texture on your skin. Something else I definitely wanted to mention in this video is this perfume right here. This is the new Mont Blanc signature perfume. I mean, it's like 4 months old now. It's not super new. I've had it for like 3 months. I cannot stop using it. I absolutely love it. I've briefly mentioned it in a couple of other videos. It is just so good. It's like sexy and sweet and fruity and girly all at the same time. It is a Nordstrom exclusive fragrance, so you can only find it there, and let me tell you, this is such a nice perfume. Let me look up the notes for you. I believe it only comes in the 3-ounce size, which is the one I'm holding right here, and this retails for $110. It has top notes of clementine and orchids, middle notes of vanilla and magnolia, and base notes of white musk and amber. So it's like girly and flowery and citrusy and soft, but also sexy all at the same time. It is just such a nice balanced fragrance. I can't say enough good things about this one. I absolutely love it. They might still have the free candle with the purchase. That's what they had last time I checked, and I'm truly just in love with that scent. By the way, it always surprises me whenever I suggest a perfume and then you guys show me that you went and bought it and love it, because I feel like it's much easier to like show you a pretty eyeshadow and for you to like it and get it, rather than me just telling you that a perfume smells good and you guys just trusting me enough to go buy it, you know? So that always blows my mind, but honestly, that fragrance, amazing. It is so good. I feel like because during the month of July there weren't a lot of like new palette releases, it was the perfect excuse for me to go back and buy some more Pat Mcgrath palettes that I was still missing from my collection and play with them and show you guys looks, etc. So I have to mention this palette right here. This is the Blitz Astral Quad in Ritualistic Rose, and I love this palette. I think this might be one of the most wearable Pat Mcgrath eyeshadow quads. It has a soft romantic rose type of vibe to it. I definitely really enjoyed playing with it. This glittery shade right here is outstanding, and even though this quad doesn't have any mattes, this brown shade right here works amazingly on the crease of your eye. But overall, this is one of my new favorites, Pat Mcgrath quads, and even though it's not a new release, it is new to me, and I definitely had to mention it in this video because I absolutely loved this one during the month of July. The palette I'm wearing on my eyes right now, by the way, is this one here, which is the Subversive Palette from Pat Mcgrath, and I mean, so far I am absolutely loving it, but I've only played with it a couple of times so far, so I feel like it's too new to be in this month's favorite, but maybe next month, you know, we'll see. The 10th and final product felt a little bit like cheating because it is so new. However, I feel like I already played with it enough that I can tell you that I like it, that it is going to become a favorite, and that I see myself using it a ton. And that is the new Wayne Goss eyeshadow palette. By the way, I feel like a lot of you guys were saying in the comments that the pans were really big, and while I do agree that we could have had more shades that were smaller for the same price, I wanted to clarify that these eyeshadows are really not that much bigger than regular eyeshadows. I feel like these are probably around the same size as the eyeshadows you get from Pat Mcgrath or in the Patrick Ta palette or in the $129 Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. Now, if that's too big for you, totally understand it, but I just wanted to clarify that they're not like jumbo eyeshadow sizes. Anyways, this palette, super natural, super romantic. I created 3 looks with it when I reviewed it. If you haven't seen the video, definitely check it out. And I feel like this is just going to be a really great palette to have for every day when you don't even want to think about what you're wearing too much, but you just want it to look good. This is the type of palette I would reach for. Not an overwhelming amount of options, extremely beginner friendly, by the way. If you are a beginner, this is the palette that I would go for right here, because these shadows blend themselves. They're so easy to blend, so easy to build. This palette is extremely easy to use, and like I said, I just see myself reaching for it whenever I don't want to like think about what I'm wearing too much, but I just want to look good and put together. I'm glad I finally tried the Wayne Goss eyeshadow formula, and I can tell you that I loved it. Okay, so that concludes my July favorites, but I do have an honorable mention, like I said before, and that honorable mention is this right here. This is the Pat Mcgrath Major Brow Lamination Gel. I've had 2 to 3 weeks now to play with this one on and off, and I want to tell you guys exactly what I think about it. This unfortunately doesn't work for me as well as my Anastasia Brow Freeze does. The Brow Freeze is still unbeatable for me. I absolutely love it. It is what I'm wearing on my eyebrows right now, and it is just very potent and very strong at like making my eyebrows stay exactly the way I want them. Now with that said, I have used the Brow Freeze and gone to a pool before, and as soon as it touches water, it immediately falls off. Now on the other side, the Pat Mcgrath Brow Gel on eyebrows that are a little bit thinner, more natural, less unruly that mine are, is going to work absolute wonders. And I'll tell you why. First of all, it's easier to apply because it comes with the applicator. You just brush it up and your eyebrows are going to be in place exactly where you want them. Besides that, it's harder to take off than the Anastasia one, which makes me think that if you go to a pool or the beach, it's probably going to last you longer than the Brow Freeze does. Now I haven't fully tested this theory, but whenever I take it off my eyebrows, it feels really hard still, so I'm thinking that this is probably more waterproof than the Brow Freeze is. And then last but not least, even with how stubborn my eyebrows are, this has worked at fluffing them up and keeping them in place. I did a little video on my Instagram where you guys can see this one in action if you're interested. It works for me, but it just doesn't look as flawless as my Anastasia Brow Freeze does. So the reason it's an honorable mention is because even though it's not my personal favorite, because I have another one that I like just a little bit more than this one, I feel like if my eyebrows were just a little bit thinner and more cooperative, I would probably prefer this one because it's just easier to apply. But if you have super stubborn eyebrows like me, then the Brow Freeze is still queen. Okay, so that concludes my July favorites. I am super excited for this month of August and all of the launches that I see coming, especially the Pat Mcgrath Mothership number 9 palette. I cannot wait to have it and play with it and share it with you guys. Of course, if you're interested in any of the products I just mentioned, please shop my links down in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you're new to my channel, please don't leave without subscribing. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye!